Hey critics, and welcome back to the Critic Chronicles YouTube channel where you get commentary reviews and tabloid news. I'm your host, Patricia Hartley. Be sure to like this video, subscribe to this channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an upload. Okay, critics, it's time for our critical review of Today with Jenna and Sheinelle. We are basically reviewing their January the 29th episode. I am so glad I had a chance to make it. It's been a long, rough, day, but guess what? I'm here. And that's what matters the most. Forget about me. Let's go ahead and talk about these celebrities. The ladies did switch it up a little bit today from yesterday. Jenna basically wore this, I think it was like a long black dress with like these flower design on each side going up, and it was a different color than her dress. So I think her dress, yes, black. The flowers on the side was white, so it gave like this nice, silhouette and all of the things. She also complemented it with some boots. So yes, for the boots. I don't know if that sounded that great, but when I go back and listen to myself, I'll know how great this sounded or did not sound. Jenna basically looked simple, classy, and it complimented her. So shout out to the dress. Now, what about the back of the dress? Sheinelle wore the pantsuit, except I think she had like black bottoms and like a navy blazer. And I don't think either one of them actually had any sleeves today. So it may have been cold up in there. Or maybe they finally got their little heat up. Did y'all? I know y'all, they don't listen to me. I ain't there yet. I'm definitely not there yet. Let's go back up to the big brown date table topic that they had. So basically, I know y'all are familiar with SNL legend Amy Poehler. She has a popular podcast right now. It's called Good Hang with Amy Poehler. And she had Clare Danes. Y'all remember Claire from My So-Called Life was the show that she did. Well, I guess on Amy's show, Claire was asked about her family, all of the things. And she said that middle school kids basically are wearing shorts during like the wintertime, and she doesn't really know why. And so that's something that Jenna and Sheinelle ended up pointing out. But if I'm being honest with you, the clip that I saw making my algorithm rounds was Claire being like surprised that she was carrying a baby basically at, I think she said 44. And the reason why she said she was surprised was because before she had her last kid, she had two children, and it was hard to conceive her second child, if I'm not mistaken. So that's why she was really surprised. It wasn't because, well, she did also say because of age and stuff like that as well, and how, they tell you like in the doctor and all of the science stuff. Y'all, I don't be knowing. But yes, she said that she was shocked and surprised. But shout out to Claire, baby. You a mama of three, boy. You got three children. Three cheering. They also talked about Spin the Bottle. Y'all know Spin the Bottle, that kissing game from, like, I guess people don't do that no more. Do they? Spin the bottle? No, they don't do that kind of stuff no more, right? That's like, I don't even know if, did I even do? I don't think so. I think it's more of like my mom and them, right? Yeah, spin the bottle. I'm thinking too hard about this. Anyway, I guess Jenna had played, but Sheinelle had not played the game, and Sheinelle also admitted, Sheinelle admitted that she looked up like her middle school kiss, or whoever it is was her middle school either crush or whoever it is that she kissed. She said she wasn't able to find them, but Sheinelle, girl, you too bored. We're gonna have to find you somebody, girl. We gotta find you somebody. Jenna showcased her new book for the Jenna's Book Club. The name of the book is One and Only by Maureen Goo. I hope I'm saying her name right. Maureen Goo, which will be available starting February the 3rd. Now, all of Jenna's books are available to read or will be available via Libby, which is a free app and platform made possible through our local library. Here at the Critic Chronicles, our goal is to provide quality but juicy content from websites, digital magazines, and tabloids, most of which are sourced from our public libraries. Research from the National Library of Medicine show that there are an estimated 17,000 public libraries nationwide, totaling 4 million visits each day. Public libraries are civic organizations that are committed to providing invaluable resources beyond books that are free and open to the public. Get your library card to access thousands of resources today. You can also read all of Jenna's book club recommendations through the Libby app as well. Now, if I was choosing a book for the month of February, it would be All About Love by Bell Hooks. I think it just kind of helps us understand how we love, why we love the way we do, the absence of love. I feel like it's a perfect book for like those who are looking for like a deeper understanding of love for the month of February. And you know what I'm looking forward to? I know that Sheinelle also wrote a book, but I'm looking forward to Sheinelle continuing to get her footing in her new role and being a little bit more embracing of the fact is, girl, this your show too. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, maybe y'all gotta watch the show to know what I'm saying, but if you watch the show, I think you'll know what I'm saying, okay? If Sheinelle listens, which I'm not gonna be that cocky to think she do, but if Sheinelle listens, lean into the fact that it's Jenna and Sheinelle. Shout out to y'all theme song though. Okay. Special guest on the show. Let's go ahead and switch to that. It was a very testosterone show today. Should I say it like that? I don't know if that's maybe just like the beginning half of it anyway. But Joel McHale, do y'all remember him? He was there to basically talk entertainment news. He used to be a part of the E lineup years ago when like Kimora Lee Simmons had her original show. Well, before she came back, but I'm talking about when she did Kimora Life in the Fab Lane. And also the Girls Next Door was also a part of that lineup as well. Well, Joel McHale would also do that show called The Stew. At first I almost thought, I'm glad I looked it up because I thought it was Snot Stew at first, and I realized I think that was a book that I read as a kid growing up called Snot Stew, Snot Stew. Let me stay focused. But yeah, Joel McHale, a food. He is a food child. Anyway, he was the host of that show. He did like a weird combo, you know what I'm saying, of like entertainment news sprinkled with like quirky and like twisted humor. And who was better to do it than Joel McHale, right? His behavior on the show today also verified that he's still a nut job. This man is still who he is, okay? I don't know if you know this, but did they tell y'all they say beefcakes are back? I ain't even never really used that term before until they start talking about it on the show. But they brought up the topic of like, men with like the meatheads and like the nice bodies. I wonder if they meant like, yeah, the nice bodies. Basically bodybuilder looking dudes, I guess, right? Well, Sheinelle apparently likes them big and bulky, but her late husband was tall, right? Like I think he could be the tall, dark, and handsome, right? That everybody say that is a part of like that, what everyone wants, like the white picket fence and all the things, right? So it makes sense. Don't listen to me, Sheinelle, but let me tell you, do not put your personal life on display. But if you are going to show us the behind the scenes, I'm going to watch. Don't do it. But if you do, I'm watching. I'm watching, girl. I'm definitely watching. And Martha Stewart, they say that she showers before she goes to the gym. Y'all do that? Do y'all when y'all go to the gym, or when you went to the gym, or when you do enter the gymnasium, or when you go to work out or you do a walk, do you shower before you do it? Do you? I will say that I cannot remember being in the habit of showering before I specifically went to work out, but I have ran a couple of, listen, when I say a couple, I do mean a couple, two, and walked like the other two, okay? But I have jogged a 5K or two, and before those 5Ks, I actually did, I think I did shower before then, because I knew it was going to be like a long run. Yeah, and then it's typical that in the morning, again, I don't know why I'm thinking too hard today. I am thinking way too hard, but that's what Martha say, that she actually does, that she do. But y'all let me know. Do y'all shower before y'all go to the gym? Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. Shout out to Patrick Dempsey. Speaking of letting me know, Patrick is 60. Come on, 60. Come on, 60. He's been with his wife for, I think it's 32 years. 32 years. 32. Unheard of in Hollywood, whatever number it is. But he's also promoting his brand new show. It's called Memory of a Killer, a drama thriller. Interestingly enough, come to find out, Patrick does not live far from, I think it's Jenna herself, and he used to also hang out with the grandparents, the Bush's grandparents, like the grandparents. You know, the first Bush, not the second Bush, not the Bush that crushes on Michelle Obama, the daddy. Anyway, he also talked about the Demsey Center, which I was not familiar with until he started talking about it. But it takes a holistic approach through cancer treatment that also complements the family with like counseling and more, and just kind of supports them throughout that difficult process. And this is Patrick's way of giving back to the community. Now, the facility, I had to look it up, y'all, because I wanted to know where it was located. It's I did not expect it to be located in the location it's in, but it's in Lewiston, Maine. I'm sure there's a reason. I did not read any detail or any further to find out, but yeah, that's where the location is. But what a way to give back, and what a philanthropy, what a facility, what a program. And of course, you know, they mentioned Grey's Anatomy, baby. The show that, like The Simpsons at this point, it's just gonna be the show that keeps on giving. It ain't gonna stop. You can't beat Grey's Anatomy is giving, okay? Of course, there's always a show snack, which I guess they're gonna always have a snack, so I better stop complaining about them eating that early in the morning. But today was no different. Hanging with the executive chef from one of the big deal restaurants in New York. I hope I'm saying it right. Shuka et Shuket New York restaurant. The crew was treated to basically a shrimp dish called harissa honey glazed shrimp, made with shrimp and like chickpeas. It's kind of like the primary ingredients, and of course some other things as well. So yeah, they had a chance to taste that, and they had somebody on to talk about some of the top alternative girls' nights. Have y'all ever heard of an administrative night? Like an admin night is what they call it for short. It sounds like a lot. It sounds more like, I guess, maybe like a dream board. I don't know if it sounds dreamy to some people, right? But kind of getting organized, getting your calendar in order, get your house in order. Do you hear me? But like with a yearly calendar to help you with planning throughout the year. The girl had kind of like this visual at the show, and it really did a good job of showing you the calendar throughout the year, and then you using sticky notes to kind of put for each day sort of like what are some of the things that are actually important. It's a little old fashioned, so I was a little surprised that, you know, there weren't more digital options. But then she also had some physical planners as well. Shout out to physical planners. Okay, I still be using the physical planner. I have not. I'm a millennial, y'all, and I still have not transitioned into doing a digital planner. What's wrong with me? What's wrong with me? Now, I'm not gonna say that I don't have anything on my digital calendars. Like if it's anything related to work, I love to have all of my things that I'm doing, you know, on my calendar, because otherwise, child, I'm gonna miss it. I'm gonna miss it. I will miss it. You been showed up at my office, child. I'm like, what? Hey, hi, hey, how you doing? Anyway, so yeah, they talked about the admin night. Also organizing your closet and sort of like swapping clothes with your bestie. You know, I never thought about that, but you know, that's an idea. And of course, like a spa day. Now, they was kind of thinking more of like what looked to me like a home spa day. I would prefer an evening that one of my good girlfriends introduced me to, where you basically go get like a group massage. You go to one of those like all day spas. You get in the like hot tub. You go to the steam room. They got a plunge room. They got a sauna, right? They got a hot tub. They got a, I think I said hot tub already. They got all kind of things there. Then you can plan to kind of grab a bite to eat. Just pack yourself a perfect snack for the trip. You know, some people are picky about their snacks, so they got to bring them. They want healthy snacks. They want to make sure they got the best options. And yeah, I don't blame them. Oh, I think that kind of does it for today. For access to the full YouTube episode of Today with Jenna and Sheinelle, click the link below. And thanks again for tuning in to the Critic Chronicles YouTube channel, where you get commentary reviews and tabloid news. Be sure to like this video, subscribe to this channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an upload.